So what's new? I'll tell you what's new. This awesome playmat that I got at Magicfest New Jersey in Secaucus. And first, let me show you. There's a reason I got it. Dan Frazier is the artist of all the Moxes, the good Moxes. The Mox Diamond, but, whatever. So, anyway, he was there signing cards this weekend. And I did get a card signed by him. Let me find it. I have a stack of them here that I want to, just various things that I bought. There were three artists. Well, there were five artists, but there were three that date back to when I first started playing Magic. They would be Dan Frazier, Mark Poole, and Mark Tedden. And this is Dan signed this card. I think they all charge a couple of bucks depending on what you want, which is fine. It's how they make a living now, in addition to their artwork. But anyway, so they all have play mats that have their stuff on them available. Dan signed this here for me today. It's Saturday, but he had also signed it. This was one, I guess, that they were selling just in case you didn't want to wait around. So he had already signed it. So I have it. It's signed twice by him. I think this is the computer one that it's printed on there. It's not him not signing it, I believe. And then there's the little DF right there. So like when he's done. So I just thought this one was great. They had a bunch to choose from. And you can see the Mox Jet down there, the Mox Ruby, Mox Pearl, Mox Emerald, and the Mox Diamond, which it's a cool art. I mean, it's cool artwork. I don't, it's just not a very useful card. But anyway, so I did get the Jester's Cap signed by Dan Frazier. I did get Necropotent signed by Mark Tedden, and I did get Fastbond signed by Mark Poole. These were the artists, these three artists, among many others who weren't there. I think Melissa Benson's the one who did the original Siobhan Dragon artwork. But these were the ones that I was familiar with when I had started playing Magic back in the mid-90s. And so I thought it was great that they were all there. Now, there's one thing that I could have had Dan sign, but I decided not to. That's why I went to Magicfest. I recommend if you want to get a power card, go to a Magicfest. Don't get it on eBay. Don't get it on TCG Player. You want to, I know it's impulsive. You want to buy it. I made a mistake of buying a Mox Emerald on TCG Player or I think it was eBay, but whatever. It was a graded card, so I wanted authenticity. Nothing great. I thought I got a good price for it. I could have gotten it for a few hundred less had I just waited and gone to a Magicfest. So I didn't make that mistake with the Mox Ruby. It's unlimited, as you can see, white bordered. It's heavily played. I can't afford the near mint ones. They were going for, I visited all the vendors there. You really have to shop around and look. I would say there were like 10, maybe a dozen vendors all throughout the convention hall. The Mox prices for the unlimited ranged from, let's say, $1,500 to $2,500. This one I was able to get. It was originally marked for $1,700. I was able to send, trade in a bunch of cards, including the one from the Theros box opening from a week ago, and just a few others that I had from some other sets. And I was able to get this for $1,550. It's a lot of money. It's an investment. And I'm not going to go in and get it graded. There's no point in getting it graded. I just wanted to make sure it was authentic. It is. Did the light test and everything. I could have gotten Dan Frazier to sign this for $10. But I opted not to because if I ever do have to sell it one day, some people do not like the card signed. So as much as I would have liked to have done it, I held off. And that's why I got the Jester's Cap sign. That's not going to increase in value or decrease. I mean, it's a cheap card, but it's a good card too. I remember playing it. It represented Ice Age very well. I mean, that's the art that help represents or you think of when you see the set. So, Mox Ruby. That's what I went for on Friday. By the way, whoever says that the Magic Fests are not well attended, they have not been to the one in New Jersey. It was ridiculous. I went Friday and Saturday. I'm not going to go Sunday. There's no need to anymore. Friday wasn't bad. I could have seen what they meant if they just based it on Friday's attendance. The hall wasn't really, there were a lot of people, but it wasn't like you couldn't move around. Saturday, the line, I'm not making this up. The line literally was out the door for people to register for events. It had sold out. They let people know ahead of time that all the packages had sold out. Side events that they do they weren't doing them anymore because they just couldn't fill them. There were just so many people. It was insane. And here's one thing you never hear said at a Magic Fest. My God, look at all the hot women. There aren't any. I'm sorry, and I'm no prize pig myself. I'm not saying I'm some handsome dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like god awful ugly like this guy, but I know what I am. But wouldn't it be wonderful to see a bunch of really hot women at a Magic Fest? Oh well, say love you. So let's just see what else. What did I get? So I showed you the mocks. I showed you the 3 signed cards for my son. My son is 8. He loves Krakens. Now, this was the card that I got from the Theros Beyond Death booster box last week, and I knew he liked it, so I gave it to him. And he takes this everywhere now. He just likes having a card because Daddy likes to play the game, and so this is his card. And so I put it in a little case for him just so it's protected. I did get him. He likes Fibblethip. He sees it on Arena, and he likes it. So I found him a foily one. He'll like that, and he wants me to teach him how to play the game. It's tough to teach an 8-year-old how to play. I mean, they can read, but comprehending it might be the tough thing. But he wants me to try to teach him, and I will. He also likes octopuses, krakens, and whatnot. So I did get him a mesmerizing Benthid. I was able to find a foil, a nadir kraken. I'm sure we'll get a kick out of that. He might want to swap it with the one in the case. So we can build a deck. And I have 5 now, but the reason I got one is because he'll want to keep one in the case, I think, but he has 4 that he can play in a deck. And they're cheap. They're like $1 each. And this was, I think, $4, so that's fine. And this is from the Theros Beyond Death color packs. This was only, I think, $5, which is fine. It's, I thought that, I didn't mind. Look, it's for my son. So he's going to like playing with sea serpents and octopuses and things like that. And at Walmart, because they didn't have any I picked him up a blue deck so I can help just slip him in and out, and he can just worry about one color. So I'll teach him how to play with that. Got him some blue sleeves too. Easy. Okay, so on Friday, in addition to getting the Mox Ruby, I did play one sealed event. It was single elimination. If you lose your round, you're out. So I was able to win one round. I never win these things because I'm terrible deck builder. I just am. But this was the best card that I got. The kid I was playing, the guy who was across from me, got a Thassa of the Deep Blue Sea, whatever the hell it's called, the constellation ones, and this is the one I got. But I actually like the card, and if it can live and stay on the table, it's wonderful. So and everything else from the deck that I traded in to help get the Mox. So Kuranos, Hound of Aether, I just like it. I'm glad I got a foily one. That's fine. This is what you get for playing in the sealed event. Okay, whatever, it's cool. All right, purchases. I decided to get. I have a type of. I almost called it Type 1. That's what they called it like 20 years ago. I have a vintage deck. It's green and black. I wanted to splash red in because I do have some cards that could work in it. And I wanted to at least start getting some Taigas. The good thing about Taigas is they're like, next to them in Savannah, they're like the cheapest of the revised dual lands. The red-blue one and the black-red one, those are pretty expensive. But I wanted to start and get a Taiga, and I did. And I did get a fetch land that I can swap into that Type 1 deck. Jeez, I can't believe I keep calling it vintage deck. So I can play around with that. Chalice of the Void. I like getting cards that are restricted in vintage because they can be fun to play, and I just want to have them. And Star City Games and a few other places, the Strike Zone, I think, they have very good prices. They just do. That's why you want to get cards like this. I think I got this for $40 when they go for a lot more on eBay. And again, it's like they're probably heavily played. Or actually, no, this one's in pretty decent shape. But I could see slipping that in a deck. It's nice to have one. Of the new gods, here, hang on one second. Let me just do it in order here. the Theros cards. All right, so there are a few cards that I wanted to get from Beyond Theros, and I was Beyond Death. I got Clothis because I think this could actually fit in a vintage deck if done right. You know, one, maybe two. You don't want a play set of them, so I got just a couple. Now I am getting a collector's box that I am going to open, and if I get another one or two, that's fine. If they're foil, great, whatever. I can always try to sell them. In fact, most of those cards, I doubt I'm going to keep very many of them. I'm going to try to sell them, get some of the money back to pay for the box. But I got Clothis. I just think it's a cool card. And I love the Constellation art. So I'm looking forward to getting that box. I did get, because I like to play black, I did get Erebos Bleakhearted. That's fine. Very cool. And from the old Theros sets, from that block, I got the Whip of Erebos, and I got the guy wielding it, Erebos, God of the Dead. What I like about it is it's got greed. It's basically greed as a creature, more or less, or a creature enchantment, whatever. But it's cool. Perforos, God of the Forge. That's probably the most expensive one in the set. But again, you can get them way cheaper. This was actually one of the surprisingly harder cards to find. Aetherios, God of Passage. Now this is like a special one. You see the symbol there. So I don't know. I guess they're in some special packs. But I just love the art on this more than anything. I can't really see playing it, but I just absolutely love the art on it. So that's that. Anything else here? Oh yeah, I got a few more. And just things, another thing that I can use in the Type 1 vintage deck, a defense grid. Just, this is good against Cascade decks, Tendrils of Agony, whatever they're called, so I definitely want to use that. I would main deck it, because almost every kind of deck that you play, people are going to want to cast stuff on your turn, so this is a good inclusion. Good revised vintage list cards. I don't think the Fork is on the vintage on the revised list, but oh God, what is it called? The restrict. I can't even think right now. That's I'm just reserved list. Jeez, God, people kill me in the comments. But I had a Wheel of Fortune a long time ago when I sold it. I wanted to get one back again. You can get it for a good price. I think I got this for $60. Heavily played. Star City Games is the best. They have heavily played cards, but they're affordable. So you don't get them anywhere near mint, but you can play them. I got a Fork for $10, which is cool. Let's see. The Fork was great. And just just picking through binders, I always liked the original, I think it was called Dakon Blackblade, the Legends card. And I always like this one just because it's mono black. And Grandeur, discard another name, search your library for up to 2 swamp cards. So I only have the one, but there are certain cards you want in the binder, and I guess this is the pre-release one, so I like it. And just because I like creatures that are hexproof, can't be targeted, etc., I got this one. It's a foily. So now I did get one more thing that I wanted to share with everybody. A bundle. I always like to get a bundle and open it up and just see what's inside. I like to store some things. So let's see here. Let's just do this. Got it for $32, which actually isn't a bad price because they retail at Walmart and Target for a lot more than that. It's like $40 almost. So, come on. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. All right. And again, with Theros, they're just... Eldraine, I think, had more value in the rare slot, and you'll see that. But there's all this... get rid of that. This box, they just need to make better packaging. There's probably a poster in there. I don't really give a damn. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's do it. Arr. Now, this is cool. I really like this die. Nice turquoise, tealish color, whatever, but that's cool. You get the, let's see here, a spider, the alternate art spider, which I like it. I got a couple of, I think I did pull another spider from that sealed event I played the other day, just the regular art one, but this is cool. I like that. The rest of the Endless Web. I think there are foil lands in here that you get. These are just regular lands, but I'm not even going to bother opening them. But we are going to open some packs. So let's just do it. What I want to get, well, the constellations, obviously. But let's just see, it's fun, and now I have a box to keep them in, along with the place where I sold my cards or traded in my cards to get the ruby. They didn't want everything, so there's plenty of bulk. So these are not the Japanese packs. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, be good, be good, be good, be good. Oh, it's a Scryland. Well, this is a Scryland I did not get. I'm not all that big onto the Scrylands. And I got a foily thingamajig. I don't know what the hell it is. All right. So what else? Oh, God, yeah. When I got home, 6 o'clock. What do you think the first thing I did when I got home from Magicfest? Showered. My God, that place stinks. There are some people there that just do not have any hygiene etiquette at all. Oh, my God. Oh, so I just want to feel clean. God. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's put down the commons, which, you know, I might just throw them away. Oh, I gave away so many damn magic cards. Just common uncommons, just to hate having them around the house. I'm so glad I can do that there. God, Erebus's Intervention. I already know what it is. Jeez. All right, so let's put the rares here. We're going to put the rares there. Erebus's Intervention. Oh, for God's sake, don't spend money to get these, even the foil ones. There's going to be so many. They were selling these for a ridiculous amount of money. Of course, I traded in the ones that I had, but the foil ones especially. There's no need. They're going to be, they're at 2 each in those collector packs. Don't do it. Don't spend an arm and a leg to get them. My God. They're not even all that good. Whatever. Hang on. Jeez, come on. There we go. Got it. So it's fun. I'm glad it was just fun. I enjoy going. I enjoy shopping. I've been looking forward to this for months, and it met my expectations. So, and it's only 45 minutes away, which is great because there's not the next closest ones to where I am are in Providence, Rhode Island, and Washington D.C. Providence is in June. D.C. is in October. I don't know. I would like to get a time vault. You can get them. Not quite as expensive as they once were. Maybe the market will rebound a little bit in a few months, but that would be the next big purchase. I don't really want any more Storm Herald. Ugh. There's just not that many good rares in this set. There really aren't. And we are, there's 3 of them so far. 7 to go. I do have good bundle openings. Probably the best one ever was the Ravnica Allegiance one where I got 4 pain lands, which were, shock lands, excuse me. Ugh, okay. And the Spark one wasn't bad. Let's see, uncommons. Oh, that thing's a pain in the ass. God, that's what beat me. I won round 1. I played a black-white deck with Kuranos in it. But this card's a pain in the ass. So, that's what beat me, that lion. Indestructible. That's I mean, there are good rare. That's a good rare. It's an effective rare. You can use it in a deck. It's just not, it's not going to be very expensive. Price-wise, there's just not much you can get, and there's really not that many good rares in this set. Value, like monetary-wise, let's see. All right. Jesus Christ. I got a foily one of those. Yeah, I know. Hey, look, that's the way it is. Not going to complain. Now I have one of my own, put it that way, and keep it in my binder, and Nathan can have all the other ones. I'm looking forward to teaching my son Magic. I am. Okay, let's see. Can we please get... I haven't gotten a Mythic yet. Got a good Mythic, please. And we have a Woe Strider. It's a cool card. Yeah. All right, where are we now? We have 4 left. That's not a good rare pull. It's not good. But it's a gamble. That's why I'm not going to be buying many more of these packs. In fact, I have the rares that I want, basically. So there's really no need for me to buy any more. But it's fun. I enjoy when a new set comes out. And first weekend. Please don't be the spider. Okay, Mantle of the Wolf. That's all right. Oh, all right. Well, it's not the Perforos, but it's a foily god, or demigod, excuse me. 3 left. Not one mythic. Not one. Not one. You mean tell me I'm not going to get one mythic in this whole bundle? You'd think that there would be at least one, that they'd skew the odds in some way so that you get one. 1, 2. It's red. Perforos's Intervention. 2 left. This is not a good bundle. The worst bundle I got probably would be this one. I did get a couple. I did an M20 bundle, and that at least had some mythics in it. This doesn't have anything. There have to be 2 killer home runs in these last 2 packs, but I doubt it. Okay. Oh, good. Look, to me, this is the best card I got in the whole damn set so far, in the whole bundle. So I'll put that aside because I like it. Vanishing Light, and that's not a bad card. And all right, that's not a bad rare. Eat to Extinction, I don't have one. That's probably the best rare that I've pulled so far. Last bundle pack. I don't think I'm gonna get one mythic. Not one. Wow. If I do, it'll be one that I absolutely don't want, like that stupid Planeswalker Calyx. I already do have the Green God. I really don't want another one. Well, all right. It's, oh, you know what it is? I can tell you what it is. It's Kraxa. Bet you anything. 2. Yep. All right. That's not bad. Got a mythic. That's a good card. God, I almost have a playset of these things. But that's a good card. So, all right. But still, $32 worth? No, not at all. But it's fun to open. And so Magicfest is over for me. And I will probably go to... we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if I can get... I really don't want to have to travel 5 hours to go to a Magicfest, which is really what Providence... Well, Providence is not quite that. It's probably like a 4-hour trip, maybe. DC is actually pretty far because it's on the outskirts of DC. It's not right in DC proper. But it was a lot of fun. It met my expectations, and I got some good cards, especially one card that I've been wanting for a while. And I got it. It's in the collection. It'll be in the safe deposit box pretty soon. And this awesome playmat. I love it. And thank you very much for bearing with me. Talk to y'all later.